tough, gritty
Oh,
player.
absolutely.
With a lot of mental strength as we get the offsides warning there. Nothing doing. Here comes Yakish the other way. Yakish, puck is deflected up and out of play for a stoppage of play with 7:28 remaining here in the first period.
Well, you brought up about Jackson Bassan, and he's not shy about traffic. There are certain players that can't maneuver the puck or handle the puck comfortably in traffic. Bassan's one of those that can, so he doesn't mind going into areas where he can control the puck. He has that type of skill, but up and out of play, face-off, now to Loxton left, the other right.
I think even last year, Bassan playing in those big Mariucci games, I mean, you even see he's not afraid if he has one or two defenders on him because he's confident in his hands. He's confident in his puck work ability to get through that.
Well, and look at who his mentors were last year. I mean, he had Blake Messenberg, he had Cooper Gay. So he had a number of people that he could kind of watch and learn from and maybe borrow from their experience. It's all part of the developmental process.
There's a little chance there for Benilde. Here's Gotti behind the net now. Mortensen with a shot.
Oh, good
Rebound,
stick.
nothing doing.
Good stick by Tyler Hansen for the night team.
Lock there came up big as well. Yakish steps through. Yakish with a shot, never got through. Good block shot there by Shee. Another chance, they score! Bouncing puck in front of the net. And Michael Dockman adds on to the Red Knights lead.
Well, now it's 2-0, and I actually thought the offering from Brady Yakish from high in the slot went in, but play continued. But as you said, it was Dockman that actually finished that play off into the yawning goal. You have to feel a little bit for Aaron Locke, the goaltender. He made that initial first save, and St. Michael Albertville was playing very responsible, but you got to clear those out or you have to get in front of those shots. But a pretty easy first goal for Mitchell Dockman, but congratulations. I think that might be his first high school goal. At least it is for, obviously, Benilde St. Margaret's. But a great momentum right now. 6:28 left in the second period. Benilde up by 2. This St. Michael Albertville team better get on their horse here and at least put some more pressure on Limestone like they did a couple minutes ago. But it looks like the Red Knights have taken the play away from them right now.
First varsity goal for Mitchell Dockman. Great moment in his career.
Absolutely. Hopefully many more to come for him, too.
So, and then once again, you see that goal was not produced, but produced by Brady Yakish, stepping up into the high slot, taking that initial shot.
Well, and I thought they were going to get a closing hand on the puck because he received that puck in his glove and worked his way around. Here we go.
Chance here for St. Michael. Good save by Limestad. Wow, what a chance there from J.P. Johnson. But Limestad stands tall.
Well, Johnson actually had a good burst of speed. He found himself behind the defenders, picked the puck up at the blue line, and went in on the left wing side, right-hand shot, so he had a good angle on Limestad, but Limestad, I think, anticipated where he wanted to go. He kind of dangled that glove side to him and then closed that door very, very quickly. But those are the saves I was talking about before, where when Benilde gets vulnerable, Limestad picks him up. So now all they have to do is win this face-off, and they're through that challenge. Just like that.
And they do just that, as Asher Connolly, with already a goal on the night, comes down with Marshall trailing and Bassan. Connolly, saved by Locke. Marshall with another shot.
That was a good save.
Good puck movement here. Bouncing puck in front. We're going to get a whistle. Ooh. We are going to get a whistle here.
Well, to the referee's defense, the intent of blowing the whistle was previous to that. So all Benilde Red Knight fans, yes, obviously that might have limited what could have been a great opportunity, but a fair call nonetheless. But look at the way Benilde is moving the puck now. This is a team that's playing as a team. They're working the puck or letting the puck work for them, getting it to the open guy and putting pressure on Locke in goal. He's had a pretty good period, even giving up 2. He's made some pretty good saves.
We've seen a lot of this top line here tonight from Benilde, this Bisson, Marshall, and Connolly line. Oh, backdoor chance. Wow, Connolly almost just had another one.
Well, I just like the vision that the Red Knight forward, and I don't know if it was Bassan or Marshall that saw Asher Conley on the weak side all alone, feathered that pass right to him, and if the net didn't come off the moorings, there might have been a follow-up opportunity. But those are vulnerable plays for this St. Michael Albertville. They're going to have to watch the back door, that be cognizant of where the forwards are on this Red Knight team because they can scoot around and be in the right place at the right time.
And that's, if you're Coach Ken Pauly, that's what you want to see from Adam Marshall, a junior forward. Just really good vision there by Marshall.
Absolutely.
Bassan Marshall right in front. He scores! Just as we were talking about vision, Jackson Bassan uses some of his vision to find Adam Marshall right in front.
Well,
and the Red Knights add on to that lead.
Well, it was Bassan that made that play. He checked up behind the net and went the other way and just put it back behind the grain, so to speak, or went against the grain, found the stick, and he just put it into an open goal. I believe St. Michael Albert for calling a timeout. They just have to settle the kids down. It's hard to start a season waiting, and then come out and be 3 goals down, 5 minutes to go in the first period. He just wants to reset, let them catch their breath, get refocused, come out, win this final 5 minutes, and see if they can punch one in.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Jeremiah Johnson, the head coach of St. Michael, you just want to see your guys get one so you can go into the locker room only down 2 goals, cut that deficit in half, maybe get another one. But
no, absolutely. That would be ideal to score a goal to at least get that onus off the shoulders. But you want to win the last 5 minutes. You want to force Limestone to make some saves. You want to force Benil to defend in their own zone just to get a little momentum. Even if they don't punch one in, there's still some positives that could come out of this last 5 minutes. But if they can punch 1 or 2 in, obviously it changed the complexion of the game. But the next goal is obviously very, very important for both teams.
But I think if you're St. Michael here, you can't get discouraged. It's really early in the season, and you just got to – the offense will step up. It's early, and so you can't get discouraged if you're St. Michael, right, Bart?
Well, no, absolutely. But if you look at the St. Michael Albertville Knights, they graduated a lot of formidable players last year. They graduated a lot of offense, so they're going to kind of find their way a little bit. They will find their way as the year goes on, but so far a little stammer out of the gate, but they're facing a very inspired team on their home ice, and the rec center's not an easy place to come in and make some hay. But they'll be back, so to speak, but they just have to get through this period, settle down a little bit, and then get back to playing night hockey.
Yeah, so we're going to get an offside call there as Mike can hop the line early. Yeah, the St. Michael Albertville Knights graduating their 2 top scorers from last year. That was Adam Flaming with 59 points, and then Luke Leyland with 55. I mean, an offense that's expected to have those.
That's 60 goals right there. They just graduated 60 goals. Somebody has to come in and fill that slot. They just haven't quite found out or got into the rhythm yet. I'm sure they'll be heard from going forward. Too good a skater, too good a team, too many things in the right places. This is just the first 13 minutes of the season. There's a lot of hockey to go, and I'm sure they'll be back. They just want to get back into a rhythm and feel a little bit more comfortable. But win the last 4 minutes of this period. Be a good start.
As Locke plays it behind his own net, and here comes Hayden Huber the other way now. He'll just play it in deep. He'll go off, get a change. You know, Bart, one thing I've been thinking about with the masks, do you think we're going to see shorter shifts this season? I mean, players getting tired, harder to breathe. What's your take on that?
Well, yeah, not only shorter shifts probably, but they're going to have just a host of different masks, because if you play and you're breathing and you're sweating, they get moist very, very quickly, and that makes it even harder to breathe because it loses its porous ability, so to speak. So not only shorter shifts, but they're going to have a host of masks on there, so once one gets too saturated, they can bring a dry one in so they can breathe easier. Third period is probably going to be a bit of an issue, so to speak. We'll see how it goes. It's a whole new world right now.
Exactly, isn't it? But as I was talking about earlier today, as a good chance there for Ristu, but you know, it's for both teams. It's not just one team wearing masks, so both teams have to deal with it.
You are correct.
So we'll see how that pans out.
Well, the thing about it is if this is the way that you can play, you wear the mask and you play. That's what they're here to do. That's what they want to do. So at least they have the opportunity to come out and skate with their teammates, to finish their senior year perhaps, or to develop a little bit more. So it's an unfortunate situation, but it's a situation that all teams are dealing with, so it is a level playing field. It's a good point, Matt.
I do totally agree with that. And being a senior, I mean, if I got to wear a mask to play, I'm definitely going to wear one. So
I'm not giving up my senior year just because of a mask.
Exactly. It's about the bigger picture. So
absolutely,
it's great for these kids just to get out here tonight. Although the significantly amount or less amount of fans. I mean, as tonight, you know, at the rec center here, it gets pretty packed for these BSM games.
It's a great atmosphere. But at least they can come out and watch their child play, which I think is cool, or their family member or their friend or something. So there is some representation here, but not only do the kids get to play, but people get to come out and watch, and I think people are very starved for entertainment, and so far this has been a very entertaining game. Just under 3 minutes to go, but don't say Margaret's up 3-0, face-off now to Locke's right. But again, winning the face-off is very important for this Husky team to finish out this first period.
Little glimpse there of the freshman, Michael Ristow. So that's a promising future as a Red Knight, as here's this top line of Marshall, Connolly, and here comes the Knights the other way with a shot. Good shot there by Waller. I mean, if you're St. Michael, you got to assess where are we going to beat Carson Limestad, and that it's few, but that's what they're thinking about right now as BSM turns the puck over to Miller. Chance there, nothing doing.
Well, you almost have to just throw a bunch of shots. Quantity is very important on him. I don't know if there is really a weak spot on there, but you just have to be in the right place at the right time. Very limited second chances. Oh, look at that.
And there's Bassan again over to Yakish, and they score.
Okay.
Bassan notches his second assist of the night, and Brady Yakish, who we've been talking about a lot tonight, notches his first of the season.
Well, he's going to be one of the players that Coach Paul is going to rely on because he's fearless, number one. He knows the game. He can skate, but he's not afraid to jump into the play, and we saw it right there. But Bassan is making things happen out there, drawing a lot of attention, dispersing the puck, and that was a really nice pass. He teed it up for him, and he just beat a lock over the shoulder. Now it's 4-0, 2:02. Now St. Michael Albertville just wants to get out of this period feeling pretty good. They got 2 minutes to make something happen, but they get a chance to regroup for a couple minutes and come out in second period with some energy.
Exactly, Bart. And one thing I've seen early in this period is just, I think the senior leadership of Bassan has really paid off. I mean, you can tell that these Red Knights have been playing with each other. They're not new. They're not new with each other, which I think has really paid off on a chemistry level. Exactly, especially with that top line of Asher, or Connolly, Bassan, and Marshall.
Well, absolutely, and they graduated a number of very formidable players, no question about it, but that's the beauty of high school. It's a new addition every year, and roles change, so Bassan's able to take a primary role where Cooper Gay may have had that, or Messenberg had it last year, and he's embracing it. But keep in mind, it's early. This is the first period of the first game of the season. How it actually happens in the third period is really what I'm curious about, how these kids are going to react after 3 very solid periods after not playing for a long period of time.
Here's Callahan as he circles. Callahan in front. Good shot there by James Callahan.
Boy, that's some confidence on that back line for the Red Knights. Now they're all getting involved. And Callahan is one of those players that I focused on last year. I thought he really kind of came into his own. He played with Nate Schweitzer, and they were very formidable on the back line. Now it's a chance for him to spread his wings a little bit.
Under a minute remaining in this one. Chance here for Will Anderson, but Limestad's there.
Well, and it was a shot on goal. I think that's the important part, and I think it was Will Anderson to put that shot on, and it was a harmless shot on Limestad, but again, they got an offensive opportunity. They got to look at the goal. They put a shot on goal, force them to make a save just under 40 seconds to go in this first period. Face off in the Red Knight zone.
And now Tyler Jordan on the draw here for St. Michael. He'll win it. They'll play it down. Mortensen really just trying to chip it out, and he does. They go D to D with the puck now. That was Waller. Over to Raymond, back to Waller. It's going to be sent all the way down. Icing's going to be waved off as Yakish takes over now. Chance here for Mikan. Mikan with a shot. Another shot on goal. And we're going to get a few saves there by Aaron Locke.
Well, I like the thought process on Mikan on that one. Instead of putting a big blast on, all he tried to do is do a little lob wedge up and over the goaltender. But Locke made himself big, but I like that train of thought. He did it counts either way, whether it's a 330-yard drive or 285 down the middle. It's still a good drive, and I like the way the thought process behind that. But 4-0, kind of a bit of a surprise, Matt.
Yeah, I would definitely say surprise. A lot of energy, which paid off for the Red Knights. But score after one, 4-0, Red Knights. It's all red so far, Bart.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say.
Well, indeed it is. But if you look at the STMA, they really didn't play a bad period. I just think that the Red Knights played an exceptional period, just moving the puck and really pushing the pace in this and put the Knights into more of a reactive mode. And when you're trying to play a reactive game against the Red Knights, they're so quick and fast that you're playing catch-up all the time, and that's not a winning formula to compete in the rec center. I'm sure they'll be back with a lot of energy and focus in this next period. It looks to be a good second period, but I think with the long line changes, things can happen, but it's up to the Knights to kind of at least punch one in or put more pressure on the goaltender, Carson Limesand.
Oh, for sure. And if you're Coach Jeremiah Johnson, Bart, what are you saying to your St. Michael Albertville team in this intermission?
Well, and I'm not circling the wagons or throwing in the towel in any way, shape, or form, but you have to forget about that period. You have to learn from the period, but you have to win the second two periods. And what you have to do, there's no grand slam home run in hockey, so you got to get that first one, but it's going to take some work. I just think St. Michael Albertville has to get into pushing the pace, getting possession of the puck, moving the puck, so to speak. Not easy thing to do against the Red Knights, but just hold firm, don't get discouraged, put the period behind, and just go out and win the next two periods and see how it goes and build from there.
Yeah, that's one thing my coach used to say to me, win each period. If we win each period, we win the game.
Win each shift. Every time you're out there, win that shift. Get the momentum going, getting it built. But the problem with it is, or not a problem, but the challenge is the continuity. If you gain momentum in one shift, you have to maintain it through the next shift, the next shift, the next shift. But if you lose momentum every other shift, it's hard to really get that forward progress. So what they have to do is just not only get the momentum, but they have to be able to sustain it through all their line changes as well.
Yeah, and early you don't see any huge gaps in the St. Michael gameplay, but BSM they're up 4 on 2-3 very good passes. I mean, you can't fault Locke the goaltender, but
no, not at all. No, he made some pretty good saves. If it were for him, it might be 6 or 7, and I'm not saying that to be a derogatory comment at all. But a goaltender can give up 4 goals in a period and still have a good period. I mean, it might not look like it on the score sheet, but the players on the bench know the value of Locke and goal, and they're very comfortable with him. I thought he made a couple good saves, but again, the first period, you're getting kind of the rust off. The rust trails are being zambodied up right now, but I expect a little bit more calm hockey, a little bit better flow this period. But again, the long line changes. If you get caught in your zone, your defense can get awful tired, and if they're chasing to begin with, that's going to open up some space for the Red Knights, so it's something to keep an eye on next period.
For sure. We'll check out here. We'll come back during the second period of action. We'll finish up Zamboning here. Once again, you're watching MN Hockey TV. Alrighty, folks, we're back for the second period of play. Both teams have chatted with the coaches, and they're back. If you're just joining us, I'm Matt, along with Bart. We're giving you the call tonight. Bart, first period, 4 goals on favor of one team. What are the keys for both teams in the second period here?
Well, I think it's up to St. Michael Albertville to just kind of get possession of the puck, let the puck work for them, even if it means dumping it in and going and getting after it. But they just have to stop that forward push from this Red Knight team. And just a quick update, Zach Ingebrigtsen is still on the bench with his helmet off, but I think they're just kind of holding him out for a precautionary reason, so it looks like he's going to be okay, but that doesn't look like he's going to at least dress for this second period, but we'll keep our eye on that. But I think it's all about possession. I think Benilde St. Margaret's just had tons of possession. They worked the puck very, very well. Had this Knight team back on their heels defending, they have to turn the tides and at least get something positive. All the Knights need is something positive to happen and build on that from this point, but it's not going to be easy against an inspired Red Knight team.
No, I think it's a good sign for Ingebrigtsen. Just didn't need to make the trip to the hospital or anything, or leave the bench. A very good sign. But we see Coach Pauly throw up that Mortensen, Ellings, and Mikan line here to start the second period, get them some action. So we'll see how they start off.
Well, I'm sure they'll be just fine, but it might be a matchup. I think once he brings the Bassan line on, it might be against the twos from the Knights, so maybe it's strategic.
Mikan tried to go cross ice there for Ellings. Nothing doing. Now here comes Zach Miller the other way. Tried to fling it up to Casey Leyland. Nothing happened as he goes down. It looks like he is slow to get up. Leyland slow to get up. He'll head off the ice.
Good stop by Waller.
Now here comes Raymond the other day. Raymond with a block shot. Block shot by Brady Yakish. Here's Anderson now in the corner. But now here comes Yakish the other way. And shot on goal there for Anderson. And one thing I gotta mention, Bart, is Will Anderson for the St. Michael Albertville Knights has a cannon. I was watching him in the warm-ups. Kid can shoot, so I mean, they feed the puck, get some good chances there. Good things will happen.
No, pretty astute by you, because I like watching the shots and warm-up and see who's got the cannon going on. And they have a couple guys on this team that can shoot. They just have to get the opportunity to get some shots, but I like the way this STMA team has come out this first period. There's been some play. There's been some cutting up of the ice in the Benilde zone. And last period, maybe not so much, but this is a good start for Coach Jeremiah Johnson from what he's seeing. Playing with a little bit more focus, a little bit more inspired.
No, exactly. I was just going to mention that. I mean, we see a lot more offensive zone time here as a shot on net for the Knights by Jaden Wise. And then a lot more zone time, but another could have been a really nice BSM chance there. But
that was Ricala that actually stopped that pass. But you're right, that would have freed him up completely. So really nice defensive play in the neutral zone. They're going to have to continue that kind of play.
Another chance there. I mean, I've definitely seen more St. Michael, the Knights. They've been more aggressive this period, and I think it putting a little more pressure on Benilde has worked early in this one. Yeah, sometimes you just have to hit the reset, regroup, and refocus. Ristow with a shot that's deflected up and out of play. Well, that was a good offering by Ristow. About right dot, just went in, tried to go high, far side, but a nice job by Aaron Locke to ramp that one up and out of play, allowing a coach to get fresh line changes. You will notice in the second period that it's better to get off the ice early, so coaches are going to change the lines a little bit quicker, make sure the fresh legs are out there so they don't get caught. Here's Mortensen against Miller on this draw now. Mortensen's one of those steady physical players that Red Knights are going to need throughout the course of the year to bring that physical play. No, yeah, I agree with that. Jonah Mortensen, really good guy on and off the ice. It doesn't surprise me at all. And so, I mean, he's another one of those seniors that Coach Ken Pauly will rely on for senior leadership this year. Yeah, he's got a wealth of riches over there. But he does such a good job of developing him, so
When Mortensen came into this year, he knew he was going to be a leader on this team, and it looks like he embraced that role.
Oh, good find back door there.
Oh, nice exit right there.
Nothing doing. Limestand's going to go behind his own net. Callahan goes over to Sarsland, the Colorado College commit. Now here's Mortensen trying to recoil and go the other way now here for the Red Knights. Elling's going to play it in. Thompson goes cross ice to Bassan, who goes to Connolly. Marshall in the corner now. Waffle awarded to Bassan. He goes to the point to Thompson. Thompson looking for the carom off the boards. Nothing doing there, but Connolly's going to take over now. Connolly just looking for something. Really nice job of Brady Yakish there just to step up and cut that one off. And St. Michael clears his own.
Don't reach.
Anderson with the shot. Ben Thompson's going to take over and go the other way. Here's Bassan to Connolly, who's just out of the reach of Connolly, and looks like we are going to get an icing. That could have been another good chance for the Knights, Red Knights.
Absolutely. I think STMA is going to have to be cognizant of that because it was Asher Connolly that tried to get behind the defense. A little bit of a shallow angle on that pass from Bassan, otherwise a little sharper angle, and it might have freed up Connolly looking for his second one, but you have to like the thought process behind that. But the STMA is going to have to be cognizant because the Red Knights like to float people back and challenge the defenseman, and not only will pull them off the blue line, but they can get behind them and go in scot-free, so something they have to be aware of.
Yeah, and here's this Miller-Zatoni line now for STMA. Shot from the point, saved by Limesand. Bart, that was a cannon there from Tyler Hansen, the defenseman.
Absolutely, he was able to step into that, and there was a lot of traffic in front of Limesand. He's very good at managing his sight lines through traffic to hold on to that puck, but that's exactly what STMA has to do. Step up, get bodies in front of the net, take the shots, force the goaltender to make a save. I've really been encouraged for the first 4.5 minutes of this second period as far as what I'm seeing from the Knights.
Here's Callahan out there with Bjorn Lervik, excuse me. Here comes James Callahan the other way, who takes a stick in the back.
I saw that. That was pretty aggressive.
Yeah. Chance there. Looks like we are going to get a penalty, delayed penalty, as, Bart, we're going to see our first view of Benilde's power play.
Well, Benilde has yet to get a power play goal this whole year. No, I'm just kidding. But this is their first power play opportunity, but it is 2 minutes in the box for interference, and it looks like it's going to be Tyler Hansen, the sophomore defenseman. Just an interference, but I thought the one that preceded that might have been the actual I didn't really see the interference part of it, but interference is becoming a prominent penalty in today's hockey game, but a great opportunity for the Red Knights to build on the lead.
No, I really agree with that. I think Hansen got away with the first one, and then the second one, the ref was like, all right.
Can't let two go in a row, right?
Exactly.
2 minutes for interference.
My thought, Matt, is if it's a penalty, you call the penalty. That's all. But the refs have done a great job of letting the kids play and not being too much involved.
Yeah.
But I really like what I've seen from STMA, but they've really put themselves a little bit behind the 8 ball with the challenge in front. Now it's time for them to pick up their teammate.
Good shot there by Sarsland as here's Marshall, circles. Goes to Callahan, and Bassan tried to tip that one in, nothing doing. Bassan with it now. And Hayden Huber giving chase, but it's going to be played back out of the Benilde offensive zone. Good job of Callahan to stay on side there as Connolly took it in.
That was pretty athletic of Callahan. And what Coach Ken Pauly does is he has Asher Connolly back on defense. He moves Callahan up at forward. Callahan a little bit more aggressive and physical, and Asher Connolly, that's a compliment to him because that means the coach has faith that he can see the ice very well and he can make the right play.
If I had to ask James Callahan one question, I'd assume he gets in his daily yoga.
He'd have to. Otherwise, he would have popped something on that one.
I totally agree. So, James? We applaud you for,
right. Your
for getting
dedication.
your daily yoga. Here's Sarnslin. Goes over to Adam Marshall. Good shot there. Rebound given up. Just about 20 seconds remaining in this Benilde power play here. But they've got a couple chances so far. Thompson over to Sarnslin. Micken here.
St. Michael Albertville is at full strength.
All right, so STMA gets the kill there. Much needed kill, Bart.
Yeah, in fact, it wasn't pretty, but it was effective. They kept the tally off the scoreboard, and that's ideally what you want to do, but they survived that. That might give them a little momentum. Might take a little of the steam out of this Red Knights squad, because on the power play, failing to really get a good quality opportunity, that bodes well for St. Michael Albertville.
Here's Mortensen now trying to get something going. He'll drop it off to Ellings. They're in over the line. Try to go cross ice to Mortensen. Oh, good shot there by Mortensen. I don't think Locke saw that one. It's a good angle by Mortensen, but now Mortensen is going to take a penalty.
Wow, pretty good wheels by Aaron Locke and goal. He can move pretty quick.
Yeah, so Mortensen's going to take a penalty. He'll go to the box, and we'll get our first view of the season of this STMA power play.
Well, and I'm not going to go back to the well on that one. But, Matt, it looks like Pete's taking over. I enjoyed it. It was awesome. Ooh, we shook hands. Did we break some rules there?
Oh, they did. They did not. They did not.
Turn us in.
No. What?
Don't
touch me. Just kidding. Hi again, everybody. Welcome. A masked up Pete Wagner ready to make the call here. We've got the MNHockey.tv. We got games all over the place, and the system has crashed, Bart Archer. What do you think of that?
Well, everybody wants to watch a little sports.
Well, apparently, I mean, we've been absolutely bored silly. So we get the Red Knights and the Knights of St. Michael Albertville. I mean, if you score the game on sweaters, and look, the Knights go on to a huge win over the Red Knights. Love these sweaters, blue, gold, and white, kind of a St. Louis Blues look.
Oh, I don't mind the Red Knight sweaters either, but
well,
you're right.
I've never been a Dead Wings guy, but I can get past that.
the Wings against the Blues.
That's right. We got an original 6 here as it comes up to the blue line. It's going to be Huber with it. And we have a little mask action behind the net. So very odd here the way this game started. You know, we're used to a tempo, a game night operation here. And what happens is, Bart Archer, they do the ice, right? They take care of the ice, and the next thing you know, we're okay. This is the deal, and they don't go off. We're caught with our, you know what I mean, down.
Yeah.
I mean, it was absolutely crazy.
Well, we have
so
hockey.
Things are a little bit different. Doesn't feel any different though, does it?
No. Well, it kind of does with this mask on and everything, but I'm just happy that hockey's back and we get a chance to watch some young talent get to show their wares. I got to give the fans some credit. They are socially distanced to perfection here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. Up to the line it goes. That's going to be Alec Waller, the 5'8", 165-pound junior. And the net knocked off its post. The Red Knights with a 4-0 lead, Bart Archer. They jumped out quickly here in this one. Well, it was J.P. Johnson that was in front of Limesand trying to wreak a little havoc, and Ben Thompson took a little exception to that. But faceoff's now going to be to Limesand's left. 8:07 left in the second period. 1:08 left in the penalty to Mortensen for the Red Knights. So this power play has not quite gotten the chances, but they've had good possession as far as St. Michael Albertville. But this is something that they can build on. Ooh, big hit. That was some leather to the corner. Back up out of the zone they go with Tyler Jordan. Jordan stutter steps, knocked away from him as he plays up to the line. Jordan will get it back from the corner. He runs into a stiff check there by the Red Knights' Ben Thompson. And now a little shiver, a little elbow gets up top there from Case and Raymond off the short side. Limesand has that covered. Now it's going to be picked up and handled by J.P. Johnson. To the line they go, do. He's going to hang on to that. Fooled me up here in the booth. Waller plays that one down to the corner. Red Knights physical on the PK, that's what you want, and out of the zone they go, clearing the length of the ice. On that play was Grant Ellings, the big senior left winger. And 15 seconds left on the penalty. Mortensen, everybody changed for the Red Knights, so they have some fresh legs out there. Been a pretty good kill so far by the Red Knights.
The Red Knights are at full strength.
Back up to the line. That was Sarsland with it now. A little phone booth work there by Marshall as he puts on the brakes. Adam Marshall plays this one in on goal, and that's held on to. And we'll have a faceoff coming up to the right of the big goaltender there, Aaron Locke.
Well, it was Marshall that was on top of the left circle, and he knew Conley was in proximity, turned and saw Conley behind the defenseman in front of the goaltender, so he just sent one on. But nice job by Aaron Locke to hang out of that one, taking away that second chance opportunity for Asher Conley.
Back up through center, here they come, the Knights of St. Michael Albertville. You're not going to fool that defense in the future Tiger of Colorado College, Tristan Sarsland. Now it's going to be handled in front of the bench area. Sarsland comes away with it. Spins away from trouble, plays that into the corner. Now out of the right wing side, it's Tyler Beckstrom. They go in, back in behind. Huber is there. They'll play this around. Quickly up the left wing side, it's going to be Driver. No relation to Bruce Driver, the former New Jersey Devil. Yakish, slick skating defenseman. Across the line in control. The junior holds and puts that one to the slot area. Spun and shot. Locke is there. Oh, off the arm. Couldn't get the cover. Here come the Knights in transition. St. Michael Albertville on the move. Max Miller with it. Knocked away from him. Miller, we'll see a lot. Stick got up underneath. We're going to have a penalty. Did he draw blood? It's going to be 4 if he did. I'm kidding. That's the NHL.
Okay. No, but it was an inadvertent stick. He didn't mean to do it. He went in with some good speed, got a little aggressive with the stick, and caught Yakish on the cage. But the referee in good proximity makes that call. So all the momentum that was built for this Knight team, now they have a challenge to pick up their teammate. And Benilde St. Margaret's hasn't scored a power play goal yet this year. He's going to get a chance now. That's a bad joke, sorry. I've worked that too many times.
Nah, I didn't even notice.
I'm sure nobody else
One of
did
my better
either.
ones.
But that looks like it's going to be Max Miller that's going to spend that 2 minutes in the box.
2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty 11:22. Miller for St. Michael Albertville off for high sticking at 11:22.
Back off the corner, Miller goes for the high stick. They score on the power play. That's gorgeous. That's a calling card for Ken Pauley's team. They get the power play work, and they can be so devastating. And there they go. They tick once again for the 5-0 lead.
Well, that was Adam Marshall. One-timed it from the far circle, but really it was the pass from Asher Conley, the thread of the needle from the left side of the rink over to the right side of the rink, and one-time shot eluded Aaron Locke on that one. But that was just a bang-bang play on the power play. So 50% power play by Ken Pauley's Red Knights so far this year. But great pass by Asher Conley and a great finish by Marshall.
Do you think, Bart Archer, with Ken Pauley's addition, that they can ride it at 50% this entire year? I mean, that is a nice start here tonight. Right. Back up through center ice. It's Mortensen to the corner. Handled now by Ellings. Around the rail it goes.
Thought that was Charlie Werner for a second. Oh, little floater.
I'm going to have to hand it. They score again. Down low, I think Ellings is working the fist pump there. It looks like he's the one that notched it in. I'm going to hand it back over to Matt. I got some more things to take care of on a very busy night here. Sorry, guys.
All right, Bart.
It's about time you got back here, Matt.
I mean, I guess this is going to be the Matt and Pete tag team.
Right on.
I mean,
as long as you're not both in the ring together after the 5 count, you're all right. But that was Ellings scoring his first goal of the year.
There you go, Ellings.
And really, Matt, there was 3, 4, or 5 chances. They didn't block anybody out. They didn't put anybody down. You have to protect your goaltender. The goaltender did everything he could to keep that puck out of the net, but it was Ellings that finished that one out. So now it's 6-0, 4:05 left in the second period.
No, Bart, I think already we've seen this strong Benilde power play displayed. I mean, they do it by passing. I mean,
Yep.
passing it, they move the puck, and I think that's most important.
No, it is. In fact, one thing that I noticed last year is they would bunch up. The Red Knights would bunch up. They'd have too many people in too close a proximity. Now their spacing is very, very good, and they're more difficult to defend. So there's more ice to defend in their own zone, but the way that they're moving the puck has been very impressive. They're finding the open man, and they're doing it with a method. So I'm really encouraged by what I see from the Red Knights, and not discouraged from St. Michael Albertville. This is a good hockey team. This is the first game. Even if it ends in 6-0 or 6-3, 6-5, there still has to be some good things to take out of this game.
No, exactly. And I think one thing the Red Knights do is they put Connolly at the point. Connolly, the forward, he takes the point, and I think they got Callahan, the bigger body, in the middle.
But Callahan can handle the physical part of it. Not that Asher Connolly can't, but that's part of his game. He's a very aggressive player, offensively and defensively, and he's very difficult to contend with in front of the net or down in the scoring area. And Asher Connolly has great vision on the ice, and we saw that pass over to Marshall. He can thread the needle. That's why Coach Pauly has him out there. I really like that philosophy, to be honest with you. It's been very successful for him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Here comes Miller as he tries to tip it up, and Sheehy's going to take it the other way now. Nothing doing there. Shot on goal there for Raymond as the Knights of St. Michael just try to get something going here. Just get one on the board, right?
Yep.
Right, Bart? You got to start with one.
Get that 0 off the scoreboard.
A little bat on the corner now. It's Mortensen and Yakish in the corner. It's Mortensen's taken down. Shot on goal, saved by Limesand.
But look at Limesand, sticking the ice, down, taking away the high percentage shot. I'm not trying to oversell it, dump in on goal, but what he does is he just controls the puck. He looks very comfortable, very confident the way he goes about his business. But again, the final line of defense. Now I think the Red Knights should focus more on just playing the game the right way. Forget about the goals. If they come, they come. But now what I want to do is I want to tighten up my defensive game, and I want to protect my goaltender from this point forward.
Oh, for sure. And I think actually we've seen it get a little more chippy.
Yeah.
As the score gets the bigger differential, we've seen it get a little more chippy. As they get one from the point, they score!
I'm sorry, Carson. I shouldn't have said anything about that. I'm not taking responsibility on that one, but that looks like that's Jaden Wise.
Yeah, that's Wise
the
right
senior
there.
defender that put one where Grandma keeps the cookie just under the crossbar, the high cheese from the point. A really good shot. And that's what happens when you can get traffic in front of Limesand. That's one of the secrets maybe to solve him is to not let him see the puck when the shot's coming on goal. That might be the only weakness that he had on that one, but his positioning was very, very good. But finally a positive for this St. Michael Albertville team. Maybe they can build on this and win the rest of this period as well.
Yeah, and I think for Jaden Wise, I want to say that was his first of his career as well. I mean, they took the puck. So, I mean, a couple guys getting their first career goals tonight means bright futures for them.
Absolutely. And sometimes the first one's the hardest one to get, so maybe they can rely. Oh, here we go.
Leyland. Chance there for Leyland, nothing doing.
Elbow. Oh. Conley again with a great feed. Marshall, or was it Matson or Marshall almost finished, but great job by Aaron Locke to slide over and shut the door on that one. Otherwise, we'd be talking
we got 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in this second period of play. Benil with the 6-1 lead, but a little bright spot there for St. Michael getting that first one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a positive. They've been working awful hard. It's not a lack of effort. It's just Benil St. Margaret's has really found their stride in their home rink. But now they have something positive. It's nice to get rewarded for that. It makes them relax a little bit. Sometimes the first one of the season is the hardest one to get, and I'm not expecting a big barrage by them, but you can see that their play is a little bit more energetic now. It picked up their bench a little bit. Everybody's standing, everybody's engaged. Just win the final 2 minutes of this one and win the next period and build on that. Ooh, that's
a big hit right there, but Thompson carries it over the line. Thompson circles. He goes to the point to Yakish. Yakish takes the shot. Didn't get all of it.
And he looked at the twig again.
Here comes Rocala the other way.
We all do.
Second time Brady Yakish has checked the flex on the stick.
That's why I brought it up. That's why.
Knights go D to D. We're going to play chance here. Oh, wow. Oh, a little after the whistle stuff there, but I mean, Gearson did run into the tender after he had it. So
Hey, you play to the whistle, right?
exactly.
I don't think he did anything wrong, but the
I agree.
referee blew a little bit of a quick whistle. I think Locke kind of jumped the root on that one, but he had the right idea. Cover the puck because 2 Red Knights were closing in. But just one of those plays. It's just after the play, everybody goes to their bench. We're fine, but there is going to be a penalty. It looks like it's going to be Tyler Beckstrom.
Yeah, I saw that. So Gierson, after he kind of took the slash, no whistle was blown. Gierson was on the ground, and Beckstrom kind of ran him over. So
Yeah.
he'll sit 2 for that one.
Well, and an important part is when you get a 6-1 game, as you said, things can kind of change. Emotions can get up a little bit, so they're doing a good job of maintaining control of the game, but it doesn't make anything easier for the Knights at this point to kill off another penalty. The benefit is they can put their ones out there for the first part of this penalty, and if they can kill it off, they can start the next period with their ones as well and maybe get through this challenge.
Exactly. So Benilde will be on the power play for the rest of this one as Sarnsland dangles at the top. He puts one on the net, saved by Locke. Callahan couldn't cut it off, and now here's a chance the other way for Leyland. Leyland up the right side, saved by Limestad. Another chance there. Miller, nothing doing. Wow. So Limestad again. And we got Leyland and Marshall talking after the whistle. Seems like friendly banter, though.
Yeah, but Sarsland showed some speed for a big guy. He moved pretty quick because when Leyland came in with some good speed coming in, but he closed that gap, took a really good angle and challenged that shot, made the save relatively easy for Limestad. Then the follow-up from a shallow angle. Limestad hung on to it, just face off to his left. 1:37 left in the penalty to St. Michael Albertville.
And about a minute left remaining in this third period as Ellings comes with speed up the left side. He'll drop it to Callahan. Callahan over to Sardsland. They find Marshall. And now here comes St. Michael the other way, shorthanded. Chance here. They score! Shorthanded goal. J.P. Johnson gets the shorthanded goal. He had the puck on his feet, got it to the stick, and went right where Mama keeps the cookies.
That's right. In fact, just a bit of a misplay by the Red Knights, coughed up the puck. And as you said, it was AJ that went in and put it up over the shoulder of Limestad. Limestad didn't give him a lot to shoot at, so that was a really nice goal, threading the needle, so to speak. But how about that for positive energy? You got a shorty, cut the lead to 4, which is not insurmountable, but still 47 seconds left. They still have that penalty to kill off, but that has to give them some energy and take a little bit of the wind out of the sails of this Red Knight team. Might make them focus a little more too, though.
Exactly what you said. Got to give J.P. Johnson some credit there. Limestad didn't give him a lot to shoot at. But here's Asher Connolly going the other way on the power play over to Yakish up the right side here. They go to Ben Thompson. Thompson's going to go over the blue line here. Connolly, good shot there by Connolly, but an even better save by Locke. Connolly tried to get something to Bassan. Marshall at the point now with 13 seconds left, and it looks like we are going to get a stoppage of play. The net was off with 12.9 remaining in this second period of play.
Well, there it is, but just to kind of dovetail back to JP's goal, J.P. Johnson's goal over Limestad. The thing about Limestad is if you beat that goaltender, you've generally earned it. He doesn't give up any cheapies. Came out, challenged, and should have really cut the angle down quite a bit, so that was really the only place he could have put it. So that has to make it feel pretty good about that effort. And sometimes when you get a goal, you play a little bit better, your game raises up a little bit. Maybe you can raise his teammates up. But they're 4 good shots away, not beyond the realm of possibility. But the way this Red Knight team is playing, I hope they don't lose focus, and I'm sure Coach Ken Pauly won't let them. Chance
here for Leyland. He gets one on net as time expires. And so last period thoughts there. We get a burst of energy from STMA. And, I mean, they're only down 4, and we've seen 4 goals in 1 period. So let's see if Coach Jeremiah Johnson can get them going in this intermission, Bart.
Well, think about this, Matt. I mean, the last minute and a half of this period being down by a man, they had 3 pretty decent scoring opportunities, or they had some zone time in with possession. That's something to build on. I would focus on that because there are some positives that this St. Michael Albertville team is doing. Unfortunately, Benilde was kind of a firestorm, but it looks like Benilde's kind of sagging back a little bit. Don't change the way you play. Mind your defensive responsibilities, but it looks like the Knights are starting to get a little traction.
Exactly, and Bart, as you mentioned earlier, the third period with the mass, that's going to be the testing period.
Indeed it is.
And so we have a highly anticipated third period of play coming here. Once again, it's Matt DeZiel and Bart Archer giving you the call from St. Louis Park Rec Center. We're signing off for now. We'll come back to you with the third period of action. Red Knights lead it 6-2.
And we welcome you back to the St. Louis Park Rec Center. The beautiful part about the locker rooms is we can hear the coaches getting into their players, letting them know what they need to do and do better. And for the Red Knights, they had themselves a nice firm 4-0 lead, built it to 5-0. And then here came the Knights of St. Michael Albertville, and they started to kind of open up the door a little bit, Bart Archer. And I thought maybe you could take us through a little bit of a scoring summary here.
Well, Asher Conley opened up the scoring for this Red Knight team. It's good to see hard work. He's really turned in a fine performance. In his first goal of the season, Mitchell Dockman scored the second tally, and then it was Yakis that scored, jumped into the play. Then it was Aaron Marshall with his first, and that's where the period ended, 4-0 advantage Red Knights. Then it was Marshall again, back-to-back goals, scoring his second of the game, and then Grant Elling scored, making it 6-0. But then St. Michael Albertville came back, and it was a young man named Jaden Wise, a senior defenseman, scoring his first high school goal. They grabbed the puck for him. It's a nice little souvenir. And then J.P. Johnson scored shorthanded, and that's where we sit right now, 6-2. Benilde St. Margaret's has the advantage, but the Knights of St. Michael Albertville have a little momentum, but they have 26 seconds of a penalty to kill off. Then we'll be back to 5-on-5, barring another penalty.
Got to appreciate the pushback of the Knights of St. Michael Albertville, STMA. Not going away here, and the Red Knights, so they've shown some really nice offensive flair, and the skill level of this team has been on full display on the power play.
Yeah, I thought they got a little lazy toward the second, not lazy necessarily in that sense,
comfortable.
But I think they got a little lackadaisical in that. But this is a St. Michael Albertville team that shows some character, shows some pride. They didn't fold up the tents, they didn't feel sorry, they just rolled up their sleeves and got to work, and they finally got rewarded for a lot of hard work, but they're 4 good shots down. Ooh, and there's a Red Knight down, Tristan Sarsland. Looks like he's struggling. He looks like he's going to be okay, but they put Yakish out to fill his spot. We'll keep an eye on him and see what's going on.
Now Bassan with it, back up through center as he stick handles across the line. Tries a pull move, and he's poke checked on the play neatly there by Hayden Huber. Back up to the line, Yakish fans on that one. It's going to be turned back up ice, and here it goes with J.P. Johnson. Behind the back pass, finds Will Anderson. Wrister, that's blocked, that's off the pads. There of Ben Thompson. He's been a physical presence and well versed here in the offensive zone as well. Now it's Thompson. There he is with it in transition. Finds an opening, sends that one back into the corner. Ellings will give chase. Turning the way, there is Carson Raymond as he plays it back into the corner. Ooh, big check thrown hip to hip. How'd that feel? Coming in there for the Red Knights was Nick Mike in the big frame. The Breck transfer. Now it's turned back up the left wing side by Johnson. Back into the corner it goes. Now on it, it's going to be Tyler Hansen. Back and handled by Jonah Mortensen. Mortensen plays back over. Ellings comes away with it. Ellings tried to pull this one away from traffic. It's knocked back to center as Callahan will reach and turn. Callahan looks up the middle. That's on the tape. Oh, just across the line. Mikan had it, but offside over on the far side was a Red Knight player.
Well, it was Ellings who couldn't get out of the zone. A little bit slow getting out of the zone. Really got caught astride offsides. But that limited what could have been a decent scoring opportunity. Ellings has really put in a nice game today, but a little bit more hustle to get back on sides. Otherwise, that might be another Red Knight opportunity. Face-off just outside the Knight zone.
Back up through center now. It's going to be handled. Max Miller with it. Pushed away by Gearin. Now it's going to be across the line for the Red Knights with Ristow as he's checked on the play. Turned into the corner by Geertsen. And now from the right wing side, Ben Thompson pinches down from the point. He gets away from a check of Alex Shee, and it's played back up to Yakish as he waits for it from the left side. Right-hand shot. Leaves off to the top of the left circle. That's deflected wide. That came off the stick of... Let's see who that was. Was that Yakish down low there, Bart Archer?
No, Yakish has been at the point.
Oh, check that. That was Ristow. Now it's Yakish. 18-16 fooled me. That deflects up and over out of play.
Boy, Yakish has been involved in the offensive play since the first drop of the puck. He's showing a lot of confidence out there and getting some looks. He's getting the puck, but he's making a lot of good decisions out there. I really like the back line on this Benilde St. Margaret's team. Obviously, Nate Schweitzer identifying for us last year. Looks like the torch has been passed, but there's some good play from the backliners of this Benilde St. Margaret team that bodes quite well for Coach Pauly.
Played up to the right wing. That's fished and held out of there by Asher Conley. And now the Red Knights protect. They took Ken Pauly's message to heart. They've been really on the puck and working the offensive zone effectively.
Well, they seem to have their focus back after that second period. They just didn't finish strong that second period, but they came out with some good energy this period and some good focus as well.
Now they're going to control this one off the side of the cage. That one too far. Now it's going to be handled by the Red Knights from the corner. Played off, that was Marshall there. Looked for Callahan. Now it's Leyland. Oh, nice feed to the slot. Oh, blocker pad save. Limesand rebound. Leyland into the midsection. Nice save by Limesand.
Great recovery on that one.
Hey, how's this mask doing for you, buddy?
That's great.
I mean, between the fogging of the cheaters and it's interesting,
right?
But we're not playing the game with them. Now it's going to be Marshall.
Oh,
by the way, Bart, you forget they've even got him on. You don't even notice it.
Ooh, Marshall went in hard on the boards. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Got up a little bit ginger there. Oh, knee on knee there, a big hit. And that's going to be a penalty coming up.
Well, I didn't actually see that. I was actually looking at Marshall and how he responded after being taken into the end wall. The end wall doesn't give very much, but it looks like that's Ben Thompson that's getting it, but it's going to be a penalty.
That was a Matt Cook special, former Wild.
J.P. Johnson,
Tyson Berry.
The short-handed goal scorer late in that second period, is going to spend 2 minutes in the box, but another power play for this Red Knight team. Music selection's been pretty good tonight. Thought I'd throw that footnote in.
Minor penalties by necessity. St. Michael Albert Phillies, number 28, J.P. Johnson, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of penalty, 4:08. Johnson of the Knights for tripping at 4:08.
He gets a trip at 4:08, does Johnson. Now we get to see that devastating power play of the Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret. So, hey, by the way, I mean, I did give it over to my tag team partner, but you know what they call the guy that does all the heavy lifting in the ring carrying the mail? That would be me.
Okay.
Updating the scoreboard.
Don't hurt your shoulder. Don't separate your shoulder.
Well, you know the guy that does the heavy lifting in the ring is the one that takes the bumps. Set back. That's the hard work.
Right.
Now it's cut off by Limesand. My true colors come out.
Arn Anderson will be proud.
Oh, double A with the gourd buster. Now to the left wing side they go with Ellings across the line. He's going to leave off for Mortensen. Mortensen will dangle back into the corner. He protects the puck as he looks back up to the blue line. Now he finds Thompson. Back over for Mortensen. Mortensen sidesteps to Thompson. He had a man open. Yakish walks to the top of the blue line. Doesn't like what he has. Back to Thompson. Oh, nice feed to the slot area. Deflected. Oh, pickpocketed there. She tried to shoot that one, but instead it was Mortensen to get the stick. Rings to the far side for Zatoni. Now it's played to the open wing off the wall. She back into the Red Knight zone as Thompson will skate back and handle it with 30 seconds to go here in the third period. 6-2 in favor of the Red Knights, Benilde St. Margaret's. Now it's Sarsland across the line, little dropper. Bassan's shot nearly rattled through the 5-hole of Locke, but he got it covered. Nice work.
Well, and then it was Tristan Sarsland that followed up, and he's not a small man, but I think Locke took a little bit of exception on that. One thing that I really liked about that is Bassan showed good patience on that one. Used the defenseman as a bit of a screen and didn't put a rocket on goal, but put a good finesse shot on goal that really made Locke make a challenging save. But then it was again Sarsland that crashed the net and created some havoc, pulled the net off the mooring, so hence the whistle. Just 20 seconds left in the penalty to J.P. Johnson of St. Michael Albertville. Face off now to Locke's left. 11-11 left in the third period. 6-2 Red Knights.
Red Knights now with 17 on the power play. And back up through center it goes. Sarsland is there.
St. Michael Albertville is at
Oh.
full strength.
Knights kill off the penalty. They have plenty of time to continue to scrap their way back into this one. Down by 4, it's not insurmountable, Bart.
No, you can't get, again, 4 goals in one shot, but you can get that first one to get some momentum. But if they can get one in the next couple minutes, it might change the complexion of this game.
Back up to the right point now. It goes for Callahan. Oh, nice feed, Marshall. That was a good vision play there by Callahan. Marshall with the quick snapper missed the mark. Heavy shot again. Caught a man up high. That's Hayden Huber. Shook that one off.
Well, I think it caught him in a bit of a soft spot, but and the puck actually got stuck in his equipment, so hence the whistle. But it takes some guts to get in front of these shots. That puck doesn't give much, and they are protected, yes, but you still feel it regardless. But takes some guts to get into there. But the Red Knights getting back to working the puck quite effectively and really getting this St. Michael Albertville team chasing the play a little bit.
Back from the corner it goes. Dribbling onto a stick of the Knights. Yakish is there. So for those of you that are wondering what's going on with the MNHockey.tv, thousands of viewers, like tens into that range, I would say, crashed the system. Every game has been slowed or not working at all at this stage. So you can imagine, Bart Archer, no one's trying to get a hold of me. Back up through the neutral zone it goes. Now it's Yakish. And that's up high in the air to the corner. They look out to the side. Oh, that rolled the stick. Waiting out front was Risto. Now it's played up with the net's knocked off its post. Looked like the Knights might have had some energy going through the center ice. Bart, I just want to say they're working. Our team is our back end provider on increasing bandwidth, so this should not happen again for us in the future. So that make life a lot better. The
net off the moorings initiated by St. Michael Albertville, so the face-off is going to be to Locks right, 9:32. So time is becoming a bit of an issue for this Knight team if they can punch one in, but they have to get the puck and get possession. That's something that's eluded them this period. They were pretty effective in the second period, but this third period's really been all Red Knights. Starting on the power play helps to kind of establish the momentum, and they've been able to sustain it.
It does,
for,
I mean,
7 or 8 minutes.
I've always said, and it's cliche, you don't need to score on the power play to be effective with the power play because it can just really gain your momentum and your confidence too.
But a lot of times, if you don't score, you might dip a little bit emotionally, but it also gives the people that killed off a penalty a little emotion. But the ebbs and flows of the hockey game, P. Wagner, you are correct.
Oh. Love it, Bart Archer.
I had to put it in there.
You know what? I feel complete now.
Right.
It's beautiful. For those of you, and it took me a while because, you know this was going to come up, right, Bart Archer?
What?
For those of you that are unaware of this, Bart Archer and yours truly are part. Oh, we're back live. Look at that. We got the Jags, and what's the score there? 6-0 Minnetonka getting ready for running time third period. We've been restored. Anyway, we're both in a band together.
Bandwidth. Speaking of bandwidth.
Bart Archer, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to wait till a whistle. No, I'm going to talk about you, and I'm going to compliment you to the next level.
Don't.
I can't wait. Back off the side. That's going to be turned aside by the goaltender. And now it's going to be handled by Dockman. Dockman with his first career high school goal, I heard.
Absolutely. I actually called it, too. I mean, it's not a big stretch on that one. But getting that first goal really gives you confidence. So if they put Mr. Dockman back out, you're probably going to get a bit of a raised and elevated game.
What day is it?
Thursday.
It's Friday.
Oh.
Friday, I'm in love.
I gotcha. Hey, that's pretty cool.
So speaking of the gear,
right?
Speaking of the gear, nobody plays a meaner version of just like having on the keyboards than Bart Archer.
Oh, I'm sure there's some.
The guy's a backbone. So he plays keyboards, he plays the guitar quite meanly on Begin to Begin from REM. And then he works vocals on the very smoky, sultry Milky Way.
All right, let's get back to the game.
It's awesome. No, I love it. It's a talent. Now it's played back up through center ice. I play the maracas. That's all I do.
Oh, you do not.
Back into the corner.
Play a mean set of drums, P. Wagner.
So funny.
The self-promotion tours is what we're on right now.
Absolutely, right? Why not? 6-2 hockey game here in the third period. I've got a little hop to my step because I'm not going to get lit up by texts anymore as we're live. There's a shot that deflects, and that goes up and out of play.
Boy, another one up and out of play, but a really good busy stick by St. Michael Albertville. And one thing I really like about this team is they haven't wavered as far as the effort. A lot of times you'll see people kind of sag. The body language is not favorable. But they're right to the dot, manning their possessions, and they're giving great effort. They're just running into a team that's very, very motivated, very focused, and controlling the puck quite well. So 7:56 left in the third period. But don't say Margaret's up 6-2, but a lot of zone time this third period. But Locke has really turned in a very comfortable third period. He's really played a good game. I mean, a 6 spot on the board, everybody thinks it's goaltender played a bad game. He hasn't played a bad game at all. He's really made some big saves for this team to keep them within, striking distance. But I just think the defense as a unit, not just the backliners, but defense as a unit on this Benilde St. Margaret team has made it very difficult to negotiate and manage possession through the neutral zone. Coach Pauly has to feel pretty good about the way his team's played. Not perfect, but pretty good first
I think
out
it's
of
a
the
pretty
game.
darn good game one for him.
Absolutely.
And the thing that I've been most impressed with is their puck possession. It's been very good here tonight.
I like their spacing.
And the offensive zone work. I mean,
absolutely.
The accolades continue here from the St. Louis Park Rec Center.
Well, Pete, if you remember last year, they'd bunch up. They were so easy to defend. They couldn't move the puck. Once they got the puck, they didn't have any options. Now they're difficult to defend. They have to defend their whole defensive zone against this Red Knight team, and it makes them even better and stronger and tougher to win against.
By the way, a lot of solo guitarists going on last year. This year looks like they're really coming up as a group of 5.
Absolutely.
And they're working well.
Absolutely.
I think when you've got a lot of accolades and you're believed to be a team to beat, it's one thing to think you are, it's a whole other thing to do it. And this is how you do it right here. There's a shot. Scores! What a feed from Ellings. One touch there. Tristan Sarsland buries the biscuit. It's now 7-2 Red Knights here in the third.
Well, another defenseman getting a goal for this Red Knight team. But you're right, Pete, as far as that goes. I think this Red Knight team, it seems to be more but if you start believing the press clippings, you kind of change the way that you play because your expectations change. Everybody else's expectations don't mean anything, but if you start believing what you're reading, then your expectations change. It changes the way you play. So one of the challenges Coach Pauly had last year was just kind of reining back the horses a little bit. This year it looks like their perception is good, but this game is an awful physical game, but a lot of it's mental as well, and if the mental's not in place, the physical doesn't matter as much.
Sarsland, the goal scorer. Ellings and Mortensen on the assist, the helpers, with 6:43 to go. Bart, this is our first one of the year of many. We've got some big games on the docket here this year. Ryan Gearin across the line, tries to get away from one man, can't. Angling away from traffic on that play is Casey Leyland. So smooth on the puck, stays with it. Look at that, patiently just created space, fanned on it, and created more space.
He did that on purpose.
Yeah, he did. Boy, he sold it well. Now into the corner it goes. Peter Geertsen is there. Up to the near line. Hansen shot deflects. I don't know if it made it through. Rebound. Oh, nice paddle save there by Limesand. Over to the left wing side it goes for Risto. He's checked on the play. Oh, they got a man open down low. Nice feed. Shot save. That one's deflected up out of the way there. Leyland found his man down low. That was number 16, Zach Miller. Back up to the right wing. And it's sent through the center ice area, and it's going to be handled by Beckstrom. Beckstrom turns and plays that one through, deflects off the glass. And now it's going to be Callahan. Bumped off the boards. Here they go. On the move. Quick shot was deflected. Risto is there. Check that, Asher Conley.
He's had a great game tonight.
Whoa, big collision there. Gloves got up on Sarsland. Nearly lost the helmet, lost the mask momentarily, but he got the all-important mask resituated. Oh, pickpocketed at the line. The mask. Across it. Sarsland wanted to play the body there. Checked on the play. Now it's Sarsland coming away from it. Boy, he's really asserting himself physically here tonight. Bart, seen great growth in him. Conley shots deflected. Kicked back up to the neutral zone. Left wing feed. Anderson across the line. 2-on-1. He's going to hold. Shoots. Held on to a little too long. Telegraph. Nice save made there by Limesand as he went straight to the crest and hangs on.
Well, it looks like the Benilde St. Margaret Red Knight defenders are getting very aggressive, joining the play, and it was Sarsland that got in deep, I believe, and it really created an odd man rush coming the other way, and kind of a good offering on Limesand, maybe a little bit better, but he received that puck near a rebound. Just under 5 minutes left in this game, 7-2. Red Knights holding on to a lead. But St. Michael Albertville still showing some character and playing till the final whistle and giving great effort.
Back through center ice it goes. That one's going to be in the glove of Limesand.
Come on, Carson, don't hang on to the puck. Keep it in play. Keep her going.
I'm going to the out-of-town scoreboard here, Bart Archer.
What do you got?
From the Heritage Arena right now, it's 4-4.
I love that arena.
Duluth East and Duluth then fell. Okay, so Twitter world, you can chirp me all you want, but this looks pretty awesome. We got it. Not me, but us.
No,
You
I
know.
hear you.
Here we go. Look at that.
What a great arena, too.
Isn't that a good view?
Love that place.
4-4 in the third. You can get that on the mnhockey.tv. You might have to spring a couple bucks for it, but get the network pass. We got some great stuff. Looks like we solved our problems.
Well, Dockman's going to get his first high school penalty as well. It's going to be a slash. That wasn't really a bad penalty to take. You don't want to take a stick penalty in your own zone necessarily, but there was a golden opportunity between the hash marks, and he just cut his stick in half, so at least he got his value out of that penalty. I will say that. Well, if you're going to take it, you might as well get your money's worth, and he certainly did. So first penalty, first goal. It's been a monumental game for him today.
We're going to call that the high school hockey's version of the Gordy Howe.
Right. Now he's using an assist. He might have one. If I was better at keeping score in this game, I could probably tell you that answer.
Lime Sand reaches over, makes the save with the catch glove out of the butterfly. 4:06 to go.
He goes across his body to make that save, too.
Yeah, you know, it used to be where you usually you'd cut your body in half, and it was rare to see guys do that. That's a very common save these days. You know, I'm working out some young goaltenders at Minnesota Made with Adam Hauser. I mean, we're talking young. We're talking like 7 and 8, Bart. Broken stick there. Yeah. You would not believe how good these young goalies are. It's just bizarre. I mean, it's just like, how good are they? But not just one or two, like 10, 12.
Well, I mean, look at the year last year, how many great goaltenders were at the high school level. There were a lot of really good quality goaltenders coming out of the state of Minnesota.
Miller across the line. By the way, Minnesota Wild in action tonight. Coming up right after this. That's why you want to get home.
That's why I want to get home.
Yeah. I thought you had a hot date or something. But who has a date at 9:45?
Minnesota Wild, right. I have a date with my TV.
Word. First time I've ever seen Bart Archer. Back. Huber at center. God, I miss you. I mean, we got two different relationships. We got like three. We've got the band, we got the hockey, and then we got normal.
Yeah. The new normal.
I think the hockey. I think the hockey one's my favorite though. Back across the line. I do too. I do. You're sent back in there by Alec Waller. They're going to ring the boards over to the right wing side. Played ahead. They find an opening and send it the length of the ice.
And just 40 seconds left on the penalty of Dockman.
2:53 to go here in the third period at the rec center of St. Louis Park. Jason Eisel does a terrific job. Great job by everybody. Fans and parents like the social D has been amazing. Got to give him credit there. Back up in the center on the stick of Raymond. Kicks this one across the line. He walks into a chuck there by Thompson. That's glove down.
Across his body, no less.
Absolutely. Here they come. Nice job across the line. It's Waller. Backpedaling in the corner. It's Risto, the 5'9 freshman. Plenty to look forward to there. Of course, his brother Zach, we're at full strength, 5-on-5. Now his brother Zach, quite the player.
Absolutely.
Back up to center. Geertsen with it to the left wing side. Pushes that one over the glass. Gearin tried to play this one down. Anderson. Now it's going to be swung in by Callahan, the senior defenseman. I always joke with he and his dad. I've been calling him a senior every year he's been here. Because, he, you know, when he was, there's a shot in on goal. When he was in 10th grade, he looked like he was about 25.
Yeah.
Jordan with it. Spinning now, it's Mogard.
But I thought last year Callahan really kind of came into his own. He started to be more aggressive. And I think playing with Schweitzer actually helped. But it really was a dynamic duo back there in the back line. It looks like that trend is continuing this year.
So 7-2 the score with 1:17 to go. We got a full schedule, full slate of games coming up on Saturday. Starting right here with the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars invading the Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret's for a pair. We got varsity and JV going. Then later on through the day, I think I close out at Braemar with the Hornets. Are you doing that one with me, buddy?
Is it Buffalo?
I believe so.
Yep.
Back it across the line. They put on the brakes. I'm going to probably be sticking a announcer on, get this, a game Saturday night from the St. Croix Valley Rec Center.
Oh.
Featuring none other than the state defending Class A champion Matabidi Zephyrs and the state defending Class 2A Hillbury Pioneers.
Wow, that'd be a good one. And I think I saw that you put on mnhockey.tv Matabidi Zephyrs at number 1.
I did, and I was called aggressive.
Right.
I mean,
the Fab Five.
The Fab Five, of course. West Metro dove all over me. I mean, where's Dave? Where would we be without West Metro?
Oh, can you imagine what he's been going through waiting for hockey to start?
Oh, believe me, I know. I've been living every minute of it with him.
Right. What a great fan of the game.
There's a pass that's played up high, shot in on goal, and stopped. You know, the interesting part that I was noting, and I'm sure a lot of people have felt this as well, that, you know, during the lockdown and all the stuff that went on, I think, Bart, I thought I'd miss baseball more than I would. I thought I'd miss a game. I guess I didn't.
No.
However, this is different. High school is a different brand, and it's pure, and that's why I've never, wow, big hit there. That's why I've never left a game, if you will, as an announcer, and really cared to do much more.
No, and I love just the pure, true motivation of these athletes that are out on the ice. It's all for the right reasons, and you always get a great effort every night, no matter who's playing.
What is this, The Bachelor? Back into the corner it goes now. It's Nick Mikan. He's checked on the play. In front it goes, and it's going to be locked to cover.
Well, just 6.5, so it's just important that St. Michael Albertville wins this face-off and just burns the clock. But, you know, if you're St. Michael Albertville coach Jeremiah Johnson, you look at this game, you break it down, you have to be a little bit forgiving. First game in a long time, getting things figured out. They graduated a couple of very prominent players last year, so they're just kind of sorting it out, but they certainly can skate. They can defend. They have a good quality goaltender, so a lot of good things to come for St. Michael Albertville in the future, but I think Coach Ken Pauly has to feel pretty good about the way his kids played tonight.
No handshake line here tonight. They're going to probably do the stick taps. The coaches wave to each other. Jared Johnson and Ken Pauly saying, see ya, buddy. Good job. Nice game, Bart. We get it under our belts. We got a very busy Saturday coming up. We got games. We got youth, high school. Looks like our bandwidth issues are solved. I feel a lot better. I'm going to sleep like a baby now. Well, maybe not.
Wake up every 2 hours and cry, right?
God, exactly. For Matthew DeZiel and Bart Archer, I'm Pete Wagner. So long, everybody.